his 9th of the year. May not be a Game 7, but we expect some intensity in Game 1 of this season series tonight. Pinto to the point. Clemens for Zub. Wristed towards the net. Knocked away by Dobson. Pinto settles it down. Caufield in alone. Scores!
Goes off his skate, creates that scoring chance, and Montembeault is there to make the save, and then off that save, the scramble out of the blue line, and who else is loose but number 13, and he slides this through the 5-hole, and although Ullmark does stop the initial...
As Lepkovsky's into the forecheck trying to knock it loose, Demidov worked it around for Caufield. Caufield down for Ivan Demidov, back to Caufield, in low, Suzuki scores! Lepkovsky's side of the net, power play goal!
He's going to extend his streak to 11, and this is what this good, young, talented Montreal power play is capable of doing. They know where everybody is, and Jensen, he knew that he was going to do that. Look at him go down in front of the net here, right there. Or sorry, Zub, but his stick never gets flat to the ice, so the puck's going to go underneath it, right to Lepkovsky. A no-look behind the back pass.
He lined up, Carey got him. Valeno going after Clevin, but meanwhile the play's up by Susan Mario. Pass across off the outside of the net for Claude Giroux. Can't believe that the play was finally blowing down after Valeno and Clevin finally dropped the gloves.
One guy was looking to play the puck, one guy wasn't, and the result was, as there was no puck there for Clevin, and Valeno jumps in for his teammate.
Shabbat tried to go up the wing, cut off by Demidov, Kapanen, down low, great chance for Newhook, denied by Ullmark.
On the breakaway, Caufield, and then the power play goal, and here up the wall, Shabbat gets a little loose with the puck, Montreal turns it over, and it's not just that you win. Well, it's what you do, you steal things, right? All along your career, you see things that you like, you try, and at the end of the day, it makes up the equipment you use on a day-to-day basis. I've seen guys do it with different pieces of equipment. Everyone is standing still. There's no speed going into the zone, so the chip-in is retrieved by Montreal.
Pinto working his way in with a shot. Montembeault the stop.
He's going to come up the ice, up the gut of the ice, and when you've got 8 goals in a month, you feel pretty confident.
Wayne moves it over. Hutton Hollow up onto the wing. Cut off, and here come the Canadiens. It's Newhook that'll lead it in over the line. Newhook shot! Scores! Or did he?
Because everyone's up there already standing still. So Montreal transitioned it, and right away it comes right back at you.
Oh, did he ever sneak in behind everyone there, and he had all kinds of time. Zetterlund down the wing with it. Driving the net, stopped by Montembeault. Batherson scores! Drake Batherson follows up with a play and gets Ottawa on the board after it could have been 3-0. It's 2-1.
Short-sided on Ullmark. It doesn't work out. Here comes Lars Eller up the other way. He hands it to Zetterberg, who's going to drive this to the net hard, and the puck is going to go off the side of the net and come right back on the inside to Batherson. Right there, it hits the side of the net, and on the clearing by Valeno, Batherson just...
Cool, Montembeault there, he didn't fight. Lepkovsky will take it. Matheson to center, holds on to it. Down the wing, it's off the post. Here's Stutzler, down to Ridley Craig. Craig holding on with Dobson, lying on the ice, got the pass over to Batherson, and a stop made by Montembeault, and now a penalty. Now gets it up to Pinto. Shane Pinto worked it over for Amadio. He had to knock the pass down out of the air. Pinto grabs it off the boards. Shane Pinto shot towards the net. Tip scores! That puck pinballed around in front, but it's being waved off.
If this gets reversed, Pinto does a nice job on the wall.
On the previous play, number 28 from Ottawa interferes with the goaltender. He does not have a chance to reset his position. No goal.
Giroux skates right into the blue paint, and he's standing behind Dobson and in front of Montembeault. And then he vacates, and Montembeault makes a save.
Just curious, do you think it changes anything if it's not Matheson there that it goes off of, if it's a Senators player? With what you were saying, I know it was Matheson, but just, you know how you were saying, if you get...
I don't think so, because...
After the initial contact by 28 White, the goaltender has a chance to reset himself. Therefore, there is no goaltender interference. Goal.
That was just one element to this rivalry. And you talked to the coaches before the game, they stressed that it wasn't going to get silly. They thought that all that stuff was in the past because, well, this is the regular season and it's an important game. These points are necessary. Both these teams looking to prove that their time is now, guys.
And here, the Clubs are going to drop Nick Cousins and Jaden Struble. They had a chat along the boards, and now they're going to go. And Struble with a couple of quick rights.
What happened to him? He did take one punch there. I'm not sure if it caught him and cut him, but he's definitely headed to the locker room, and Struble makes his way to the penalty box, and size-wise, a huge mismatch. Cousins, not a very big guy, and you see right there, that second one, that right is going to catch him right there, and down he went. Struble trying to...
And it's Gallagher that jumps on it through center, over to Josh Anderson. Drops it back for Evans. Wanted to give the return feed for Anderson. It was broken up. Tim Stützle the other way with Dylan Cousins. Stützle to the net, scores! What a goal! Tim Stützle on the backhand gives Ottawa the lead.
What a slick move by Timmy Stützle. Have taken the lead. They've scored 3 consecutive goals. Anderson dishes us into the slot, and Evans tries to give it back to him. And because of that, the puck turns over, and Stützle gets a step on Matheson, and Dobson really never comes over to help. There's the hit right there from Stützle down in the other end. He jumps on it right away, gets this puck off the wall. I think Dobson has got to come here. There's no doubt about it that he's going to beat Matheson.
Trying to shake off Jensen. Matheson with it. Hudson comes off the bench. Here's Demidov to Hudson. In front, Demidov scores! What a setup and what a goal! Tie game!
Watch the movement of the Canadiens. Kapanen down low, keep control of the puck. Demidov, there's your goal scorer. Him and Matheson up top, they're going to exchange. Every time you move around and you change places, you lose people. And right there, Dylan Cousins going down the slide right there is going to leave Demidov open for the return pass from Hudson. Once you leave your feet, all of a sudden you can't check anybody.
Pinto puts it back of the goal. Amadio after it. Trying to play it in front, blocked by Dobson. Giroux will get it. Dobson gets it away. We're going to overtime.
Their ability to be resilient and come back, and we saw the Senators do that in this game, and then to not to be outdone, so did the Montreal Canadiens.
So here we go, overtime as Suzuki kicks it back to Hudson. Cousins to Patterson. In on the wing. Cuts to the middle. Patterson lost it to Newhook. Matheson has got it. On the wing for Demidov. Trying to get by Dylan Cousins. Can't do it. Patterson will take it back. Newhook broke away for the game. Scores! Alex Newhook walks it off, and the Canadiens win it in overtime.
Tied it up. Cousins falls down with Demidov. Batherson lays this out, soft backhand into the middle. Here you see Chabot, who was racing up the far side. Good anticipation by Newhook as he picks this thing off. Has a lot of time to get his head up. Have a look. Off the post and in goal in any league, and what a game for the Canadiens here at home. Another come from behind, one-goal win for the Atlantic Division leading Montreal Canadiens.
They improved to 4-1.